In today's video, we will be discussing the essential digital literacy skill of searching online. My favorite search engine is Google, and I like it because I can use filters and modifiers to narrow down my results. So let's go ahead and get started. If I click on this box right here, this is my search box. So I am going to look up maps of the world. Let's say I want to show my students some maps of the world. So here are the different websites that I can get information from. And you might be thinking, wow, these are a lot of results. How do I narrow them down? Well, you can use these filters and modifiers up here. So if I just want to show my class an image of the world, I can click on images, and here we go. Look at all these images of our world and all the continents. And you can also use these little filters to modify your search even more. So I can click on printable, and here we go. I can print this out for my students and have them identify the continents, which would be super helpful in a lesson. So you might be thinking, is there another way to search information? And the answer is yes. You can use the Omnibox for instant searches, and the Omnibox is right up here, this area right here. So I can look up Halloween decorations for the classroom right up there, and boom, that comes up without having to type in google.com and having to go into the search box again. I can just use the Omnibox up here, and it's quick and easy. So one thing that's very important when searching for information online is having credible sources. So you might be thinking, is there a way to evaluate sources? And yes, there are some simple steps that you can take to evaluate sources. You can look at the URL, which is right up here, and look for that ending. So is it .com, is it .org, .edu, .gov? Those are typically your best bets, .edu, .gov, and .org. And there are different implications with that. So .edu is typically affiliated to a university, a campus. .gov is the government. Those two are a little more informational. And .org is based off of an organization. So those might be sponsored by some of those organizations. You also want to look for the author, a publisher, citations, and the date of the content. So I have an example right over here. And this is a pretty credible source. It has some primary sources, as you can see right here on the pictures. I can click on them. It gives me so much information on them, where they got them from, what year they took this picture. I can also scroll all the way down and look at the citations. So look at this. This is a very credible source because look at all these bibliographies. You can go through them, see, okay, are they from primary sources? Are they secondary sources? And it also says the author. And if you go up here to the Omnibox and you look at the URL, it says .edu, so that we know that is a credible source. So that's one way to evaluate your sources. And then you can be thinking, well, how else can I utilize Google search? Well, you can use it to track your digital footprint. How exciting. So everyone has a digital footprint. And let's figure out mine. So you typically want to put your name in quotes. So Tanya Martinez in quotes, and then a piece of information about you, some details about yourself. So I went to California Lutheran University, so I'm going to go ahead and search that and see what comes up. So here we go. The first thing I find is a Facebook page. Let's see whose it belongs to. And yep, this is me, no denying that. So that came up really quick. And also here on the CLU website, it says that there's something about me. And if I scroll down, yep, here is my name. I was a part of this event. So as you can see, you can use Google search to track your digital footprint just by typing in your name into quotes and some details about yourself. So you want to keep in mind that everyone has a digital footprint. So once we post something online, it stays there forever, almost like a tattoo. So always post mindfully because nothing is private once it's online. So thank you for watching today's video, and I hope you feel a little more comfortable with Google search.